Marami palang ano eh, advance copy.
Anntonia!
Hello!
How was the photo shoot? How was the photo shoot?
Hello, good evening, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. We are here today at Cal, happens to be a Thai model and beauty queen who was crowned Miss Universe Thailand 2023. She was also crowned Miss Universe 2023 first runner-up. Let us all welcome Anntonia Porsild. Now, I believe I have some flowers for you.
Ayun na pala.
I can take some photos.
All right, welcome, Michelle.
Hello. Bilis sumaba ng buhok ko, no?
It's very nice to meet you. I love the outfits, by the way. So for you, what are some, not necessarily specific highlights, but what are some new things in your life? Doesn't necessarily have to be career, doesn't have to be personal, but what are some new highlights in your life that you would like to share with everyone? Something that makes you excited.
Well, there are a lot of things to be excited about this year. A lot of collaborations, a lot of projects, a lot of milestones to hit, a lot of things to launch. I wish I could name all of them, but if anything, every day I try to maximize it because as you all know, time is the most valuable resource that you can never take back, stop, or replace or to take every day as if it were my last. But yeah, abangan nyo, just keep subaybayan nyo lang yung journey ko. I am always grateful for all of the support that you have given me and of course Anntonia as well. And I hope that this isn't the last.
Absolutely, congratulations to the both of you. Yes.
Thank you.
And I know our media friends are excited to know more about you two. So let us now open the floor for questions. So this is Q&A for the media. Okay?
Thousands of 4D fans have been waiting for this moment, especially last night when you arrived, you met some of them. So tell us, what are the projects that have you been doing since this morning and the reason of your visit here in Manila, Philippines? Anntonia.
I feel like the answer to both of your questions is the same. I can't tell you just yet, but I can tell you for sure that all of you will definitely love what Michelle and I got up to today, and it will be for you guys to enjoy very, very soon. So stay tuned. But that's all I can tell you.
We're mega excited about it.
We're
Yes.
mega excited.
We're not at liberty to disclose anything other than Mega Magazine is the reason why Anntonia is here.
My second question is this. Why are you called the blessing and why are you called the reason?
Okay, so the backstory is actually really funny. When we were in Mexico, we did a series of lives on each other's Instagram pages, and I was explaining just very casually. She was fixing something outside because we were roommates in Mexico, and I was just like, oh, everything happens for a reason. It's either a lesson or a blessing. And sakto, Anntonia was about to enter the live, so she was like, the blessing is here. And that's how that started.
It actually wasn't planned. I just heard her say it and I took the opportunity to make a joke and then it stuck. So I guess thank you to the fans that made it stick. And for the reason was because yesterday when I was in the airport, I was on live with Michelle, and she said there's a reason for everything.
Right, because as we all know, her flight was
Delayed 5 hours.
So you try to look at things with perspective or the silver lining. So everything happens for a reason. And then she went on
Not
and
the
said,
reason. I told her that she's the reason why I'm coming to
While you're coming.
the whole hashtag 4D was really birthed. It was really formed because we wanted to represent unity between Thailand and the Philippines. And I'm so glad that that happened. I'm so glad that that's what we represent. Something that is actually a genuine friendship actually represents the unity of two nations. Alam naman natin na bardagulan lagi ang
Yes.
Thailand and Philippines. I have to translate. I essentially just said that Thailand and Philippines are always, pageant wars. But since the whole Porty thing happened, I'm just so glad that we represent something so amazing, especially because it's not fake. And I just want everybody to know that Anntonia is such an amazing person. She is so genuine. She really thinks about other people first. And that's the kind of people that you want to surround yourself with. So I'm glad that the Philippines supports her as well. No pressure.
No pressure. From something that started off as, banter, every time someone asks us how we met, we always say, oh, she ignored me with her sunglasses on in the room because she was like doing her own thing. What I admire most about Michelle is that she is someone who is, and I brought this up earlier as well, that she's someone who is not afraid to be who she is and be her true authentic self, which is something that is really hard to find, especially in the beauty queen industry. And during our time together in El Salvador and in Mexico, I feel like our bond really got stronger because even though it was a competition, we still had each other's backs. We still supported each other and uplifted each other throughout the entire time there. And I don't think that my journey in Miss Universe would have been the same if you were not there to be by my side and to give me a realistic perspective outside of all the glitz and the glam and when all the girls are like, yeah, 1, 2, 3, right? I mean, it's normal, but it's always good to have that one friend that is, that you don't have to be someone else when you're with them. And I'm so grateful for our friendship, that what we created, of course, the Porty family. It wouldn't have been the same without you guys as well, and just watching your journey grow from what you've told me until today has been so inspiring, and I know that you will continue to inspire so many more people in the best way possible with your strength and your authenticity and your kindness.
Wow.
Thank you. Kapungka. So I feel like it really resembles the Philippines. If you ask me, do I have intentions? If I want to, yes, of course I'd love to visit Thailand. I'd love to visit my good friend Anntonia over there. But again, the right person to ask is right there. Actually. Yes. But of course, if the question is if I want to, I'd love to. Very soon.
Alright, thank you, Anna.
Alright, okay, fair enough.
No, we just casually like to match her hairstyle and hair.
It was on purpose, content and sightseeing.
Sightseeing!
Yeah.
She toured you around here?
Yes, I went to.
Where did you go?
She's a funny one. I don't think you need to be considered a beauty queen to be able to do good and give back to the community. I have done it for as long as I can remember because the impact that it has on people is something that I want everyone to feel. The moment you feel that you have made an impact, that you have created a change in someone's life in a positive way, it's something that makes you push harder for what you want. If you ask me what project I like to do, I have my own foundation called the Little Steps Project. It focuses on giving back to the community in rural parts of Thailand, and it doesn't focus on one group of people. It focuses on everyone that is in need of help and gives us a call, and I will use my platform to raise awareness and to ask for donations from the fans and whoever wants to be a part of the Little Steps projects. But I always bring this up because doing good takes so little, but in a world that is so fast moving, we tend to forget the little things that can make us happy, and it goes way beyond the materialistic things, the cars, the shoes, the bags, whatever it is. We need to be able to bring ourselves back and remember that there are so many people who are struggling, who don't have a bed to sleep in, who don't have food, and who are really struggling. And if we can just lend that helping hand through little steps, we will be able to make a big impact.
Isn't that amazing?
Definitely, Michelle. I don't have a follow-up question, but for the 4D fans around the world, I'd like to give this token.
Oh, that's sweet. That's so nice. Beautiful.
Go Eton! Moment of truth.
Well, you are beautiful. But it's so nice.
Go Eton! This is your time to shine. It's your time to shine. Yeah.
Is this for me too?
Eton, go ka doon. Mag-picture ka doon.
Don't be shy.
Don't be shy, Eton.
I'd love to see Antonia's part of.
Ay, sorry.
Oh, thank you.
Next time ng panty naman yung iyong ko.
That's so nice.
Ay ba? May ano na? May selfie na.
May moment na.
Anntonia, welcome. You know, like, so you're super popular here, you really know that. How popular is Michelle in Thailand? No, I mean, no, not in about, we're not talking about like, are they also like constantly asking you like, oh,
Yes.
you're gonna come here?
Yes,
Because
every time I go to see the press and we talk about Miss Universe, there's at least one person that says, "So how are you? How are you and Michelle? When is she coming to Thailand? Did you invite her? How is the Porty family? Why do they call her daddy?" So many questions, and then I don't know the answer because she never tells me when she's gonna come. Because we don't have an invite yet. Do you see how I'm gradually looking this direction?
I actually did invite her
To Miss Universe.
to come and be a part
When is
of
that?
Miss Universe Thailand
When is that?
2024.
You were always looking at this trip.
So the same as last year, August, maybe the 20th or so. That's when I got crowned.
I was actually supposed to be in Bangkok a few weeks ago for work. Actually, unfortunately, that didn't push through. But you know, Bangkok, Thailand is so close to the Philippines that it's literally just a few hours away. So anything is possible. Of course, as much as possible, I'd love to visit Anntonia over there. I'd love to see the culture. I was saying earlier that I've only been to Thailand twice. Both of those were very short trips, so I too have not experienced the culture as much as I want to. And it would be nice to be able to do that.
Sino dyan? Ito pa tabi naman.
Over there.
Ayun, ano?
No, I was just saying that I love that she keeps looking over to the table when she says she wants
Because
to
I'm trying to get Mama J to say something.
Anntonia and Michelle, so given, you know, what you've experienced in Miss Universe and then your amazing friendship now and then I guess you're having an amazing career after, what advice would you give to candidates now who are preparing for the Miss Universe pageant, like in Thailand and here in the Philippines, knowing what you've experienced and, you know, you've already been like a couple of months after the Miss Universe and you've had time to look back at it. Michelle, let's start with you.
You know, one thing that Anntonia and I have in common is, of course, we worked so hard to try and bring home the crown to our respective countries. But the purpose of us being in Miss Universe is far beyond just trying to get the crown, but it's the kind of impact you want to leave in people's minds and in people's hearts. Of course, we all know, I mean, for those that don't know, my whole pageant journey started because of my advocacy. To have a greater purpose, to really embrace your individuality and to really think about how you can impact others in a positive way. That is what is in our cores. That's what kind of can set us apart from, I'm not pinning this on anyone, but this is what sets us apart in a positive way, because of course our goal is just to make sure that we try to influence other people to become better, to also do their part, to also believe in certain things that can also positively affect those around them. And if for those aspiring beauty queens, I really hope that
There's
you...
so many. Like,
I know, it's Miss
really,
Universe Philippines season.
Record numbers supposed to be entering
I
this
know.
year.
My biggest advice is really to shine as authentic as possible, to have a greater purpose other than vanity or just the fame, the glitz and the glam. You really have to have a deeper purpose to, one, have the energy to go through something as intense as Miss Universe, and two, to really know what kind of impact or what kind of mark you want to leave, because this is a once-in-a-lifetime journey, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for you to do just that.
Antonia, what do you tell your Thai fellow countrymen? Pretty much what Michelle said. But yeah, being a beauty queen is more than just having a crown on your head and having a sash across your heart. It's about leading by example, as I said earlier. It's about being the change you want to see, which is also something that I say all the time. But before you come and join the competition, come with a purpose and come with a dream. Come with a passion to make that impact and to leave a mark on the stage and on the path that you want to set for the people who see you as an inspiration and as somebody as such as a role model. It's so much more than the glitz and the glam, but the moment you have a purpose and you have the passion, the fire starts, and then you really start to work for it. When I started pageantry, I genuinely thought that the whole reason of being a beauty queen was to help and give back to the community. And I figured, okay, I'm already doing this, so why not give it a go? And from that day until I joined Miss Universe, my purpose never changed. I always do it so that other people can see how easy it is and see me as an example, use me as someone who is just like them. You are not more than anyone because you join or you win a beauty contest. You have to remember where you start and then take the first step from there. But as I said, come with a purpose and come with a dream. No one can limit yourself from achieving that goal and those dreams apart from yourself. So definitely don't come with a listening ear for the rumors and the gossip and the bullying. But the moment you have that fire in your heart, it doesn't matter what people say, it's not going to stop you from winning.
Last question for me. Oh, you want
Just to add to that,
Okay, last.
the beauty of having a deeper purpose in your journey is that when you actually don't bring home the crown, you still make that impact. It doesn't, because your purpose isn't just the crown, but it stems so much deeper than that. And like for me, I was able to inspire so many people. Anntonia was able to inspire so many people in Thailand as well and all over the universe. And that for me is a win, because that's why you want to win the crown, is to do just that.
Yeah, just to add to that.
We're never gonna end here.
I just wanted to just to finish and to add to that is you can have the title, you can have the crown on your head, but if you don't do anything with that, it's just the crown and it's just
It's
the
okay,
sign.
guys.
It's what you
We
do
already
and
alerted
the
them about
impact
the
that
dress
you
and they
make.
already
The
texted
people that can relate to your story, the people who follow you, that's the real essence of being a queen.
Okay, finally, I'm really a sports journalist, so I'm going to ask you a sports question. I know your boyfriend is a professional soccer player. Have you tried, do you play football? Do you train with him sometimes? And
I do play football, but I have not trained with him. I probably would not be able to catch up because my stamina would not be able to run that field. But I do make fun of him saying that I am better than him in football. He
Okay.
plays a right defender.
yeah,
Yeah.
you watch his games. So, and then Michelle, if there was you're super sporty also, if there was a sport that you might want to try with Anntonia, maybe what would it be kaya? Like what sport do you think would be fun for you guys to do together?
I think boxing would be fun.
Boxing?
I was like, Muay Thai?
Boxing or martial arts. I think that's fun. Combative sports. I mean, just don't hit the face, then we're okay.
Just not the face. That's not the face. Yeah, this is a money maker.
So, I'm Michelle. I'm Jay Moore from Magazine. So yeah, maybe the first question is for so since 2019, you formed like close friendships with Filipino beauty queens. So what qualities do you appreciate about Filipinos as friends, and considering your experience with Rachel and now Michelle?
Actually, when I joined Miss Supranational, Miss Philippines was also one of my close friends, and it's really just by coincidence. I just feel like whoever the representative is that year, I just happen to get along with her so well, and I think it's because of the authenticity that each individual holds, and the common ground that I've noticed is that each one of them always is just true to who they are. They're not afraid to use their voice, they're not afraid to be funny, they're not afraid to act dumb, be different, and that's what I really love about Michelle, about Ray, is that they're the true friends that you know you don't have to talk to every day, that you can come to when you're sad and they'll still have your back. Even despite, the short amount of time you have to spend together, I feel like it also comes from the similarities in our culture about family and respect and loyalty, and also with Ray and Michelle actually both grew up from Western backgrounds, so I think that's also kind of really clicked. And they're just very real people. I've noticed like during the competition, maybe I don't say what we talk about, but I'm kidding. But it's never pageant related. It's always just like the simple things that we talk about, which is what I love to cherish the most.
Now, for your worthy fans, your fans grew after the competition. So when you recall any particularly memorable efforts in the fitness or
It was never intentional efforts, right? I mean, like why the fans grew. I think it's because we did form this amazing, genuine friendship, and we shared that. And I think that just became contagious because authenticity can really bring you far. And there wasn't any specific tactic that we did. No marketing there. We really just tried to be as real as possible. I mean, if you look back at Mexico, we were just being two goofballs. Yes, Sir Joey.
Hello, Michelle. Hi, Anntonia. Okay,
Yeah, you're good.
I do have a question for both of you. I am writing a column for the Manila Bulletin. Okay, Anntonia arrived late last night. Have you done any TikTok videos already?
No, but we should actually.
Yeah, before you leave. Before you leave.
Yes,
And
tomorrow.
I mean, obviously TikTok is something that is a possibility. I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
Again,
It actually started with our Get Unready with
our lives
in Mexico, and then us spending like 3 hours on one TikTok because I could never get it right. But apparently that's what the fans like. So thank you for bringing it up. So we will do that at least once before.
the thing is like nothing was forced. Like nothing we did was ever forced. It'll always come naturally. We can't really plan things that are something that we just do on a whim. But of course, I think there's a high possibility that it could come.
Okay. For Anntonia, what was your reaction? Were you in shock when you found you having a lot of Filipino fans going gaga when you got here this morning, day last night?
I was in awe. I was in shock for sure. I didn't actually expect it to have the airport to have so many people waiting. I'm so grateful and so thankful to have fans from the Philippines that love me and support me and constantly share positive energy to the people around them and to me as well, to make me feel like
For the fans,
my
I know
efforts
you
are
meant
seen.
huwag tayo Philippines.
They're also like my little babies, my family. So I just have to say, I can't like, there's mommy and her babies. But I hope to come back again soon, so that I can have maybe a meet and greet or something a bit more personal, because I felt like it was very distant and very fast. But I'm so grateful for all of the corny babies.
If there's something that we really wanted to do, is really just show our gratitude to everybody that has been constantly supporting us even after. So hopefully that moment can come very soon.
Okay, last question. This one's from Michelle. Michelle, it's been a very short time since she got here. Have you made her try any of our Filipino, stuff?
Well, she did try adobo.
Jollibee. Jollibee.
I have not tried Jollibee, but I am going to make her